Okay. So here we have uh, actually a conversation or some dialect among just among three people. They are making requests. So let's take for expressions they use to avoid saying
Mm,
no. So you know that as I we discussed before. So you
mm,
can accept or of course you can ignore or reject a request. So it's your choice.
yeah,
And then you can give some phrases like, to say no, to be more
yeah,
polite. So let's see, let's listen and see what they use.
yeah.
Okay, 9.4.
9.4. 1.
Oh, I'm glad I saw you before you left. Could you do the on-call shift this weekend?
I'd love to help, but I think I'm away visiting family. Any other weekend would have been okay, but this one?
2.
I know you're busy, but can I ask a favour? There's a customer with a complaint about the last.
Sorry, you know I'd normally help, but at the moment I am so busy. Can you ask someone else?
3.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in coming in on a consultancy basis to oversee a new project we have starting next month. I realise it's short notice, but a full-time member of staff has just handed in his notice.
Well, I never like to say no when it comes to work, but I'm afraid I don't have any spare time at present. Maybe try me again in a few months' time.
Okay, well, the first phrase,
Yeah, yes.
yeah, the first phrase, what you heard.
I love to have, but I think I'm
Yeah.
way to visit my family.
Very good. I'd love to help, but I think I'm away. Well, it's not commonly used in American English because it sounds more British. What we say
Mm,
is I'd love to help, for example, but
mm,
I'll be out of town. Or for example,
yeah,
I'll be out of town or I won't
mm,
be around. So this is what we say. So you
yeah,
can have
yeah,
an American
yeah.
version. So we can say, I'd love to help, but I'll be out of town. Or, for
Mm,
example, I won't be around. So, like
mm,
this, I won't be around. This one is more, these two actually alternatives are more American than this one. Actually, what we say is a little just more British. So, I'd love to help, but I won't be around. I'm
mm,
away. Or, for example, I'll be out of town. So both of them. Okay, the
yeah.
second phrase,
You normally have, but at the moment I'm busy. Can you
yeah,
ask? Huh?
very good. Of course, at the moment, yes, very good. I'm busy. And
Mm,
you can say the natural version. We have I'm tied up. This one is really good. You can use it. For example, I'd normally help, but I'm tied up right now. Tied up is good one. You can say
mm,
I'm tied up right now.
yeah,
I'm busy. So you can
yeah.
use this one. The
Tied
next
up. Yeah,
phrase, tied up, of course. And the next
yeah.
one,
I'm afraid I don't have any spare time present.
yes, I'm
And
afraid. It's good.
yeah.
Okay. And the next one,
Mm, and yeah. And can I get back to you? That's yes.
try me
Can,
again. Yeah, try me
okay.
again in
Try
a
me
few
again. Yeah.
month time. But
Yeah.
in a few month time is more British. American,
Yeah.
we make it easier. Just try me again in a few months. What is time here? I can't understand. Just in a few months. It's easy.
Yeah.
Just if you want to
Mm,
make it American,
yeah.
on it, delete time and say, try me again in a few months. This one is better. Yeah.
Mm,
Well, and now let's keep going. Uh, we talked about just formal, informal expressions that you can use to, greet people, friend or acquaintance. But let me say something. Here, as you can see, we have greeting old friend or acquaintance. So when
yeah.
I say old friend, when I say acquaintance, so I more likely tend to informal language,
Mm,
not too formal, because
mm,
actually this is so friend, this is acquaintance. So I know him and I don't know. So we have a background. So we don't
mm,
need to use that much formal language. And another point that I should mention here is that uh, when we say conversation on the phone, in person, they're different. So you know that, for example, when you call someone, okay, this is
mm,
a phone conversation, or this is in person, a real conversation. So they are different. Well, so
mm,
you know a little. So the phrases that you, for example, when you call, okay, hello, hey, okay, and
mm,
it's I don't know, Rachel, it's Monica, okay?
mm,
And
mm,
so, and then I say, wow, really, Monica from college, like this, okay? And then you keep going. So this is the way that you start a phone conversation. But when
mm,
it's in person, of course, is it you? Because I can see you. Oh, really? Is that you? Wow. What are the chances? Like this, I'm happy to actually see you here. So different phrases, but normally tend to have an informal conversation than formal. Yeah, because of course it's between friends.
mm.
Well, and now
Yeah.
let's see what we have. Uh, Here, how to take a request, okay, and respond to situations. So the first one, do you think you could have a look at the result from our customer survey and prepare a report from the team meeting on Monday? So you want to answer this?
Yes. But that mean the answer to say no, right?
You can say yes, you can say no. It's your
Uh,
turn.
do you think you could have a look at the result from our customers?
So I ask you, do you think you could have a look at results from the customer survey and prepare a report for the team meeting on Monday? You want to answer yes and no. How do you answer it?
Yeah, I think if I in the situation, I will say that you could you send them to my assistant. She will prepare for the next meeting on Monday.
Yeah,
That means I don't I don't want to take a look into them, but it a task. It is my task, so I assign it into
yeah,
my assistant. Yeah,
yeah, of
because
course.
that means I tag the task in to her.
So yes, I'm tied up right now. You want to say that,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm tied up right now. So could you send them or send it to, for example, my assistant? Yeah, so
yeah,
this one is
yeah,
better. Yes, of course.
yeah,
Yeah, to
yeah,
take a look. So, and get it ready for Monday. So you can say this
yeah,
one. Okay?
yeah.
Well, and the next one, I'm supposed to be making a presentation at the investor relation meeting next Friday, but I want to take a day's leave. Could you stand in for me?
Yeah, of course. But for um to prepare good for presentation. Could you send me it at least Saturday morning? That means I have one day for take a look.
Course. Yeah, of course. That is good. So to review, to take a look at it. Yes, very good. So, could you please send it to me by Saturday? So it's better to say by Saturday morning at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
latest. You want to
yeah,
say at the latest, okay?
yeah,
That
yeah,
way I'll have a day to review. So we have two words here. First, review. Look at is good, but review is normal word that you can use. So by
yeah,
Saturday at the latest. And that way, I will have one day to
yeah,
review. So this is, yeah, your answer. Now, if you want to make it more casual,
yeah,
so if you could get it to me by Saturday morning, that would be great. I'd like to have a day to go over it, to review, to go over it before the presentation. So we have casual. So if you're talking to, for example, it's like a friend, so you know.
mm,
So you know
yeah,
each other. So you can have a bit more casual way. And this is the way
yeah,
that you can say, just let me change this color. It's so dark. Okay. So polite, good. If
mm,
you could get it to me by Saturday morning,
yeah,
that'd be great. Actually, you can say,
mm,
I'd like to have a day
mm,
to go over, to review, to go over it
yeah,
before the presentation.
yeah,
So the first one, corrected version of your answer. The second one, casual. So you can use both of them. Of course, your answer was correct, just little change. And that's it.
yeah.
Well, now, number three, could you stay late tonight and help with the stock taking?
Mm, mm, yeah, I love to have, but I think I'm way too home to take care of my baby right now. And if you have any problem, can call me with and phone number, blah blah blah.
Yeah, okay, that is good. I'm on way home. Yeah, this one is good. So, for example, uh, I'm sorry. So it's like,
Yeah,
so now
yeah, yeah,
on the way home. So just that is really important how I'm on the way home. So not to
yeah,
nothing. Okay. And
yeah,
then to watch my baby. Take care
yeah,
to watch my baby, of course.
yeah.
So, and if it's an urgent or something, if you need
Mm,
help, just,
mm,
feel free to call me.
mm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this one is better. Well, and now you're just the person we need for helping out at the conference next weekend. Are you free?
Yes, yes, I can. I will come and support you anytime.
I will come and support you anytime. Well, yes, it's good, but support, I don't know. I'm not for this, I say, yes, I can. Happy to help anytime. This is more American. So happy to help anytime. Yeah, just
Yeah,
or
uh-huh.
if you want to use support like this. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh
That means it's
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. That's the bad way to say yes, right?
You can say
In this
yes,
situation,
different.
yeah.
This is your, no, this is your, actually, the way that you said. You say,
Mm,
you want to use that I will be there. So, for example, oh, I'll be there to support you whenever you need. This is more
yeah,
normal. I'll be there to support
yeah,
you whenever you need. Or easily, yeah, I can. I'm happy to help anytime. I'm happy to
yeah,
help anytime is easier and you
yeah.
can yes, yeah, you can use it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. The
yeah.
first one, just friendly, good. Of course, we have more friendly, more casual. So, for example, if I want to be more friendly, I say, sure, I can. Just let me know when you need me. This is good.
Yeah.
Just let me know when you need me. And this is
Yeah.
more friendly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about the, important expressions, phrases that you can use when talking to people, when accepting, when refusing. Okay, and now let's keep going with two good structures, present perfect
Mm,
simple, present perfect continuous. So you
yeah.
know that present perfect simple haven't, have, or has, then past
Yeah.
participle. I've eaten, I've
Yeah.
played, okay, I've gone. So
Mm,
we use present perfect simple for actually talking about a completed action with a present result. This is the first one. For example,
mm,
uh,
mm,
I've lost my keys. I can't open the door. So I've
mm,
lost my keys. Like a completed action, maybe it could be in past.
mm,
And what is the result? I can't open the door. So
mm,
this, I haven't studied. So for example, I can't, okay, I can't get a high score, or for example, I can't pass the test.
mm,
So
mm,
this is the first use of present perfect simple. The second one, this is more common, and when you talk about your life experience, like for example, ah, I visited your country. I have visited. This is my life experience. When actually at some point in my life,
mm,
when no matter, just in my life. So this is my life experience. This is the second one. And of course, we have present perfect simple to talk about actions that happened, okay, uh, at an unspecified time. For example, when you say, I've seen this movie, when, again, in the past, just I've seen, okay, I
mm,
don't have here specified time at this time, yesterday or last day, okay? Just I've seen
mm,
this movie. This is more actually maybe the first rule that you learn about present perfect simple. And
mm,
if you want to talk about a repeated action up to now, what is this? Oh, I've called you 5 times today. I
mm,
did it again and again. I've called you 5 times today. So this
mm,
is repeated action up to now.
mm,
And of course, the last one that is maybe a situation that started in past, still continue. Okay. For
mm,
example, I've known my friend for 10 years. Started,
mm,
okay, and still continue. Okay. And normally we use stated verbs like be, know, have. Okay? So,
mm,
for example, I've been, I've had, I've had this car for 10 years. So verbs be, know, have. Normally we use them when actually using present perfect as, for example, a situation that started in the past and still continues. So this is about present perfect simple. I will write the
yeah,
rules, so just let me explain. And
yeah,
you know that we have some keywords ever, never, already, yet. So there are some common words that we normally recently, lately, or so far. So some words that we normally use. But Here we want to talk about present perfect continuous. I've been teaching English for about 16 years. So what
Yeah.
is this? Have or has, then been, then past participle, and we have verb ing. I've been working. She has been studying. Okay, present
Yeah.
participle. I'm sorry, I said past participle. That is present participle, verb or ing, verb and ing. So
Yeah.
why I use this? I started something in the past, again, still continuing. When I say I've been teaching English, still teach. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And actions that were happening recently and have just stopped. But the result, the effect is visible. For example, I've been crying the whole day.
Mm.
I've been crying. What
Mm.
is that? My eyes are red. So you can see the
Yeah.
effect. I've been
Mm.
crying. Okay. And of course, some keywords again recently. How long you use? For how long? I've been teaching English, for 10 years, so or 16 years. So this one. So main differences between present perfect simple, present perfect continuous. First,
Mm.
simple normally focuses on result in something, okay? For
Mm.
example,
Mm.
but continuous duration,
Mm.
ongoing action, and
Mm.
then simple completed action,
Mm.
present perfect, in progress action, continuous in progress action, just stopped. When I say I've been crying, so time, present perfect simple, unspecified. Okay. And
Mm.
normally with a stative verb, stative like know, have, be. Normally we use these verbs, okay, for
Mm.
present perfect simple. But we have present perfect continuous. We emphasize actually time, especially using since and for, and with active verbs.
Mm.
For
Yeah.
example, I don't say, I've been being there. You know what is
Mm.
be is stative. So it's better to use
Yeah.
just, present perfect simple. Or I've been knowing, definitely know, you know that for a stative verb like know, have, or for example, love, like, okay, we don't use ing. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
use present
Yeah.
perfect simple here. And of
Yeah.
course, about verbs, as I told you, stative verbs,
Mm.
present perfect simple, but action verbs, so like go, play, run, work, any verb, okay,
Mm.
we
Mm.
use
Yeah.
continuous. So that is the main difference between these two. Well, and some verbs, you should know that some verbs can't be used in ing form. So, no matter why you use them, you should use present perfect simple. For example, definitely don't say, I have been knowing her for years. No, I've known because this is stated. I can't add ing. Okay?
Mm.
So, if you want to remember, let me summarize it. If
Yes.
the
Yes.
action, yes, if
Yeah.
the action finished, okay,
Mm.
and you care about the result now, you ask this question. So, is the action finished? If I care about the result, use present perfect simple. If the action is still happening, okay, or recently, and you can see effect. For example, oh, it's been raining all day.
Mm.
Everywhere is wet. I can see everywhere is wet. I can see the result. So this is continuous. And if you want to know or you want to show how long something has been happening, continuous. How long? I've been learning English for 10 years, still learning. So I use
Mm.
a continuous. Just let me say something about um, sometimes we use, like you say, oh, definitely this or definitely that. No. you can use both of them. I want to say that there is no just strict rule that you have to do this. If you don't, people say, oh, you don't know English. No, it's okay. So,
Yeah.
but mainly just they're different and you know that. For example, when I say, I've painted my bedroom. I have painted my bedroom. As you know, I'm focusing on the result. Now you can
Yeah.
see that now the room is painted. So
Yeah.
that is. But when I say I have been painting my bedroom, I'm focusing on activity. I'm doing something. So
Yeah.
simple focuses on the result. But
Mm.
when I say I'm focusing on my activity, something that I actually have been doing. When I say, I've read that book, finished. I've read, finished. I'm
Yeah.
still reading this book, still reading
Yeah.
this book. So this is actually maybe there are main differences between these two. I think we have
Yeah.
simple, let me some simple rules here. As you can see,
Yeah.
uh, our company has secured a
Right.
huge contract
Mm.
with, okay, mobility.
Mm.
So this one is
Mm.
simple.
Yeah. Yeah. That is present perfect simple.
Of
Um.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And two is perfect continue.
Yeah. I have been, of course, when you have been and
Yeah.
ing.
Keeping. Yeah.
Yeah. Keeping. Okay. And
Yeah.
of course, have. And this one,
Yeah.
GBF
Uh,
have been keeping me very busy, still busy. Yeah.
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 Since you left, life's been, oh, we are running out of time. So,
It.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course,
Just
let's look at.
log out and log in. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sorry, but we have to. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
see.
Okay.